Today's my topic is whoever digs the pit will fall into it. King Ahasuerus promoted Haman above all the princes who were with him. All king's officers who were within the king's gate bowed and paid honor to Haman. But Mordecai refused. It happened several times. Mordecai was faithful man. He does not want to break the first commandment. So you shall not have no other gods before me. That is why he refused to bow down to Haman. But the wicked Haman decided to destroy the Mordecai, every Jew in the whole Persian Empire. Haman said to the king Ahasuerus, there are certain group of people. Their laws are different from all other people in our kingdom. They don't keep king's laws. If it pleases the king, and let a decree be written that they may be destroyed. I'll pay 10,000 talents of silver into the hands of those who do the work. King trusted the words of Haman and given him king's signature to do best for his nation. Haman invited officials and made the decree on the particular day he wanted to destroy all the Jewish people, entire kingdom of Ahasuerus. So Haman was sharing with his friends and the family members. Queen Esther invited me to come in with kings to the banquet that she prepared. But all these things were making me happy. But as long as I see Mordecai, the Jew, sitting at the king's gate, I was not very happy. I'll make 50 cubits of gallows to hang this Mordecai. I will inform to the king tomorrow. I will get the permission from him. The same night, king could not able to sleep. He commanded the servant to bring the records of Chronicles. While he was going through the records of the Chronicles, one who saved his life, that is Mordecai, was not rewarded. The next day morning, Haman came to the king to get the permission to hang the Mordecai on the gallows that he had prepared. King asked him, what shall be done for the man whom the king delighted to honor? Haman thought to himself, who would king the delight to honor more than myself? He answered to the king, let them bring royal robes that the king has worn, and the horse on which the king has ridden, and with a royal crown placed on his head. And let the robe and the horse entrusted to one of the king's most noble princes. And let them robe and the man king delighted to honor, and lead him on the horse throughout the street, proclaiming before him, this is what is done for the king delighted to honor. Then king said to Haman, do it immediately for the Haman. Haman took the robe and the horse, arrived to the Mordecai, and led him on the horseback throughout the city square. King and Haman went to dine with the queen Esther. And on the second day, at the banquet, king asked Esther, what is your request? She answered and said, O king, if it pleases the king, spare my life and my people life. King answered and said, who is he? Where is he who tried to destroy your life? And Esther said to the king, that is wicked Haman. King got very angry and he arose and went into the palace garden. When the king returned to the palace garden to the place banquet of wine, Haman fell across the couch where the Esther was there. King thought, Haman trying to assault the queen while I'm in the house. One of the servants said to the king, he made 50 cubits of gallows to hang the Mordecai who saved your life. Then king said, hang him on it. Haman tried to destroy the life of the Mordecai, who was a faithful, and he tried to destroy the God's people. My dear believers, we have seen what happened to his life and his children. All of them were killed. So if we try to do something against the faithful one, if we try to do something against the God's people, this is what happens to our lives. The Proverbs chapter 26 verse 27 says, whoever digs the pit will fall into it. May God bless all of us.